Hey everyone, host of Shelves, Jeremy Meyer here. If you like the podcast, I thought I'd recommend a couple others for you. If you want to hear more about unproduced scripts, check out Screenplay Archaeology. If you want to hear some other movie or entertainment-related discussion, check out the Entertainment Buffet podcast. If you're interested in some video game discussion, check out my friends over at the Darkcast and darkstation.com. Also be sure to visit some of our friends of the show, the Nerds and Marks podcast and 616 Entertainment. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shelved. I am your host, Jeremy Meyer. As I'm recording this, it is December 7th. I guess technically December 8th now, because it is 12:07 after midnight. I am on my way home from my 68th hour of work this week. 12 days working in a row. It has been crazy, to say the least. I've been meaning to have some episodes out. I want my episode 50, which is going to be the next one, to be a special episode, and I have a plan of what I want to do, and I just need to find the time to do it. But the feed's been pretty empty lately, and I didn't want to keep it empty. I wanted to assure people that I was still here, still doing it. It's just the old day job's getting in the way. Which this is fairly normal for us at this time of year. We have a huge sale on the website, Pro Wrestling Tees, where I work. And we sell a lot of shirts for our Black Friday sale, and that usually carries us through most of December, working pretty crazy hours. So on my way home tonight, I had my podcast equipment at work because I was going to try to record some bonus episodes with some of my coworkers. But I just grabbed my recorder for the drive home. And the quality here might not be great because I just put on the microphone attachment on the top here. I'm not using one of my actual microphones. So yeah, probably a lot of car noise and, my voice, maybe a lot of pops and hisses and all that stuff. But I wanted to get an update up there. So sorry, I'm extremely tired, and this is also going to keep me awake as I drive home. But I did just want to assure people that I am still working on the podcast. So, as I said before, my next episode is going to be episode 50. And I wanted to do something a little fun. I've mentioned it before, but episode 50 is going to basically be kind of like a screenplay 101. I've spent the entirety of this podcast covering scripts and stuff, but never have really kind of dived into the actual writing process of a script, which I know there are at least a handful of listeners who are interested in. And I've had people asking me questions, and I think it is just good to shake things up a little bit. And I think that's kind of a fun topic because it is something, as somebody who is aspiring to be a screenwriter, that it's something I'm always thinking about, always working on. And lately I've been watching a lot of movies, and the way I like to watch movies nowadays is I'm often breaking them down into a screenplay to just kind of study the craft and gain ideas and inspiration just to help figure out the ebbs and flows of a screenplay. And so I thought it'd be fun to take a couple movies and break them down into the beats of a screenplay and just kind of teach people here's how this formula would fit to a popular movie, like a movie that everybody knows. I want to do a couple movies. I think I'm going to cover 3 different movies, and I think those movies are going to be Avengers Infinity War, Batman The Dark Knight Rises, the Christopher Nolan, the third one, and David Fincher's Gone Girl, just because those are 3 movies I really like. I think The Dark Knight Rises is kind of a perfect example of a movie that like really tightly fits into that formula. And Gone Girl is kind of an interesting one that I thought it'd be, and it's just also a favorite movie of mine. So I think that one will be fun to break down. And Avengers Infinity War, just because it is, people look at that movie as a, how did this big movie with this many characters work and blah, blah, blah. And the fact that it is a movie from the point of view of a villain, I thought that one, people might think like, oh, this movie is it's hard to comprehend writing a movie like that. But I want to show you, just how it does fit in that formula, like any other movie would. I want to apologize for like all this throat clearing, but I'm just trying to make it through this drive home. So yeah, that's going to be episode 50. Episode 51 is still going to be Freddy versus Jason, which is one I've been working on, but because of my hours, I just haven't had time to read the script, because I'd often read scripts a lot of times when I come home after work and lay in bed for like an extra hour after the wife falls asleep and kind of, knock out some pages or whatever. But I've just been going home and going to bed, and then waking up in the morning to start work. So I just haven't had time for the script, but that will still be the next episode. I think we are nearing the end of this craziness of schedule, so maybe at the end of December, at latest the beginning of January, the Freddy vs. Jason episode will be up. I've also been reading, I don't know if I want to do this one right afterwards, just because of like, it's a kind of a similar script, but I've been reading a Halloween script that I've had, and with the new Halloween movie that's come out, I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. So that kind of got me looking up some Halloween scripts anything I could find. And I know I covered a Halloween script a while back, Halloween 3D, I believe it was. But I found one called Halloween Returns, which was going to be another reboot after the Rob Zombie movies, and I've been reading that, and it's really interesting. So I do want to cover that one. I might do it right after Freddy vs. Jason. I might wait just because it is so similar. But those are kind of the next couple scripts I'm looking at, and then I'm going to take a dive. I might take a look at another video game script I have. There's one I've been sitting on for a while that I really want to get to. But when it comes to end of the year stuff, I also want to do, as I do every year, my end of the year like kind of movie wrap up. Like, here's the stuff I saw this year. Here's my top 10 or top 5 favorite films. It might only be a top 5 list this year, because honestly, this is a very slim movie year for me. I was kind of tallying up movies that I really liked this year and only had 9. There's still some stuff on Hulu and Netflix I can maybe get to and maybe get a top 10 out there, but there's honestly only 5 that I feel really strongly about. I missed a lot of movies in the theater this year. It's been kind of a crazy year. Haven't had a lot of time. So, top 5 list I will definitely have at least, but maybe I can squeeze in some more and squeeze out a top 10. I am hoping to see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie this upcoming weekend, which I hear is incredible. I am really excited to see it, so hopefully that movie kind of lives up to all the hype that I've been hearing. That's going to be it for this little episode. I'm getting very cold, and I have my heat turned off in my car, so it wouldn't be too loud here. And I know I sound all nasally right now. I feel kind of stuffed up, and I've been clearing my throat. But that's going to be it. I just want to, reassure people that I am still here. I am still alive. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, at Shelves Podcast, because I have been doing a lot of fun movie poll questions where I've been trying to find like 2 movies that, the option is you have to pick one of these movies, and the idea being that the other one is erased from existence. And I've been trying to find movies that it's actually like a really tough choice to do. most of them have been Arnold Schwarzenegger movies lately, just because I've been watching some Terminator stuff. Like, one of them was True Lies and Last Action Hero, which, that was like picking my favorite child. And the another one was Terminator or Predator, and the idea being that whichever one you pick, the other franchise is wiped out completely. And again, very hard. But I've done a few others that are not Arnold Schwarzenegger related. And I'm gonna keep doing Twitter polls like that. So during this downtime, just try to follow me on social media, and keep up with that stuff. Come January, I am going to try to get some more interviews scheduled. I have some friends I want to ask to come on and talk to them, and hopefully some more interviews to get set up through my mutual friend. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. And sorry, this exit's going to be cut real short because I am really cold. So thanks for listening. Be sure to keep up with those episodes, and hopefully maybe around Christmas time I'll get another episode up, get my episode 50 up. So just keep your eyes open for that, and thanks for listening.